Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marian. I make videos about being a Jewish mom, minimalism with kids, and all things like that. So definitely hit the thumbs up button if you like this video and subscribe to my channel to see more. So I wanted to share with you guys the best books that I found for babies and toddlers. So before we get started, I'm just going to show you guys a sneak peek of our library and some of our favorite books in it. And then I'm going to talk to you guys about what are the best books for learning and development and what are my son's absolute favorite books to read. So we do practice minimalism with our toys around here, but books is one area where we do have a lot of them, and most of them have been gifted to us. So I really wanted to share with you guys some of the best books I found for babies and toddlers, because reading together is such an essential activity for building kids' language skills and speech development, and it's also just a wonderful bonding activity to do with your child. And I've read a lot about what the best books for kids are, and there's a lot of similar patterns going on. So the first category of books I want to talk about is books that have sing-song or rhymey rhythms to them. Little kids love hearing your voice and love hearing you sing to them, and these books almost create a song with the words just naturally, and a lot of babies pick up on that and love hearing those similar rhythms repeated and love hearing certain words repeated. It's just very fun and engaging for their brains and developments. So I wanted to share with you guys what some of those best books are. Most of these are classics that you'll see are really popular among kids today. The first of which you've definitely heard me talk about if you've seen my earlier videos is Pete the Cat and his 4 Groovy buttons. So this is a story about a cat whose buttons pop off his shirt, but he has a very positive attitude about the whole thing, and he just keeps on going because buttons come and buttons go. But there's a refrain in the book which is my button, my one groovy button, or 2 groovy button, or how many groovy buttons he's got left. But that song repeats itself throughout the story, and my son absolutely loves hearing it. And then after each of those verses, one of the buttons pops off. And pop was one of the first words that he said. Now whenever he sees the page where the button pops, he gets super excited and he goes pop, 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 pop. So he absolutely loves it and has like really caught on to that aspect of the book. Another one of his absolute favorites with a great rhyming tone to it is the Pout fish. This is another classic, such a cute story about a fish who's really grumpy and thinks he's just really pouty, but it turns out he's actually a kiss fish. So again, this is another one that has these like patterns to the words. When you read it, there's a refrain again where he says, I'm a pout fish with a pout face, so I spread the drearies all over the place. And it rhymes, and he says blub, blub, blub. I'm pretty sure blub was my son's second word after dada, because he just loves this book so much. He wants to hear it every night. He's always like blub, 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 blub for the pout fish, and it's a really fun one. So because you're probably gonna have to be reading bedtime stories repeatedly, you want to pick out ones that are fun for you to read too, and this one is a great one. Another rhyming kind of book that has a really good sweet lesson to it is the Llama Lama books. This one is a Llama Lama Red Pajama, and it's a really sweet bedtime story about a llama who doesn't want to go to bed, and his mom goes downstairs and he gets worried about where she's gone to, and the pictures and illustrations in this book are just really engaging and beautiful, and it's really important for babies to have these kind of strong colors and strong images for their little eyes to see. So yeah, this is another beautiful book, and the again, it's got that sing-song rhythm. So this is actually my favorite page of the book. It goes, little llama, don't you know Mama Llama loves you so. Mama Llama's always near, even if she's not right here. So you can hear that Llama Llama, Mama Llama. It's really cute. It's got that refrain in it. It's really fun to read. There is a radio station that has rappers read that book. It's hysterical, amazing. So I'm gonna link it for you guys down below. For anyone who's ever read Llama Lama, you absolutely need to check out those videos. Okay, the next one is Snuggle Puppy. This is another one where it's just the words become a song. It says, ooh, snuggle puppy of mine, everything about you is especially fine. So it's basically the way you read it, that sort of song just naturally comes out. So it's another just awesome book to read, really sweet. The last book I want to talk about in terms of like rhyming and rhythms in terms of the words is Little Blue Truck. It's another one I've mentioned before. It's a really sweet story about a truck who helps a big truck get out of a mud puddle and all his friends that join in. This is another one that has animal sounds, so it's like cluck said the chicken, peep said her chick, baa says the goat, you get it. So it's another fun one to read because you can really exaggerate those animal noises and kids get a big kick out of that. Okay, then the second section of books I want to talk about are interactive books where there's like a touch and feel element or something for the kid to do. When you're reading with your kids, even when you start them young, it's hard for them to just sit still and do nothing with their hands. So these types of books are really helpful to give them an engaging component, something for them to do while they're sitting and listening to the story. And it teaches them how to sit calmly and patiently and listen to a story. One of the first books that really worked in terms of doing that for us is Dog by Matthew Vanfleet, and this one has all the tails and ears of the dogs have like fuzzy you know, fabrics that they can feel, and the tails swish back and forth. So this was a really engaging book, and another one that my son will just like play with on his own because he likes it so much. He also loves dogs because we have 2 of them. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that, because they like to show up uninvited. My son's absolute favorite is 10 Little Ladybugs. So it's actually got cutouts within the pages, and there's these, I think they're actually metal ladybugs in there. This has been hugely helpful when we have to like go on an airplane ride or sitting at the doctor's office or somewhere like that. Especially when he was about a year old, he loved sticking his fingers through the little holes and feeling the ladybugs, and he could sit and play with this for like 10 minutes by himself, even without us reading to him. So yeah, this was definitely a very helpful book, and he still really likes it. The other one he loves is Brown Bear, which is another classic. This is also has a bit of a rhyming sound to it, but this version has these pull back and forth tabs for each new animal, and that's really fun for him. So as we're reading, he'll do that. So those are our absolute favorite books and the ones that we found are the best for learning, development, and teaching your kids to love reading. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please let me know, and definitely let me know what your kids' favorite books are because I would love to see it. And I'll see you next time. Bye!